And now to the ongoing legal fight over the Browns' possible move to Brook Park. Currently, there are two lawsuits in play here, one from the city of Cleveland, the other from the Haslam Sports Group. Now, both challenge the constitutionality of the 1996 Art Modell Law, which of course prevents professional teams from moving without giving the city and residents the chance to buy the team. Annabelle Childers sat down with a judge who ruled on the Browns controversy in 1995 to get his perspective on what's happening now.
Final whistle has blown in this ball game, and looking forward to a new life, a new era in Baltimore.
Nearly 30 years ago, then Browns owner Art Modell announced he was moving the Browns franchise to Baltimore.
The Browns decide to leave. This will be an issue for our lawyers in Cleveland at the NFL.
The Browns are indeed coming to Baltimore.
Franchises uprooted from their communities for no other reason than just hardcore greed.
In response, the city of Cleveland filed a motion for an injunction to prevent the Browns from moving. They argued Art Modell could not violate his lease on the lakefront, and the preliminary and permanent injunction hearing was scheduled for the third week of November 1995. Judge Callahan was randomly drawn to preside over the case.
It's difficult to describe what it was like in 1995. It was a lead story on CNN. It was on the front page of the New York Times, the Washington Post.
Callahan listened to 3 days of testimony from the city, and ultimately,
I found that the city had indeed proven that they would suffer irreparable harm and ordered that the lease be specifically enforced.
Now, Judge Callahan's ruling was not enough to keep the team in Cleveland. Modell did move team operations to Baltimore following the end of the 1995 NFL season. However, Callahan's ruling on the injunction led to a deal between the city of Cleveland, the Browns, and the NFL that prevented Modell from taking the team's name, color, history, and legacy with him. So when the team moved, they became the Baltimore Ravens. Then, in 1996, state lawmakers passed the Art Modell Law, so history would never repeat itself. And reflecting on the 1995 court proceedings and the two lawsuits today dealing with a potential Browns move to Brook Park, Callahan acknowledges they're different scenarios.
The lease was violated in 1995, which was the basis for the successful legal challenge. In this case, the Haslams have indicated they're going to let the lease run.
But Callahan does see comparisons and potential harm to the city if the Browns move. On a personal level, Callahan wants the Browns to stay on the lakefront. But this is his legal hope, as a federal and state judge are set to rule on whether the Art Modell Law applies to a Brook Park move.
Hopefully the trial judges will be doing their job, getting through the political stuff and get to the law and the facts and render a proper decision.
Now, as these lawsuits stand today, the Haslams and the city of Cleveland are waiting to hear from Cuyahoga County Judge Lauren Moore. She's currently deciding whether or not the city's lawsuit will go to trial in her courtroom. Christy?
Annabelle, thank you. Really appreciate it.